Hey there, Graham fam. I wanted to shoot this quick video to demonstrate to you how do we use the trail and stop. I'm going to be talking about it in two different ways. The system itself in MetaTrader 4, there's a trail and stop feature. And you do have to have an open active trade going to see the feature. And so the market is closed and I don't have any trades open. But I am going to demonstrate it to you. So on the active trade, you would right click and you'll see the trail and stop feature. You can also go to terminal and you'll see your active trades there, and you can just right click on the trade and you'll see the trail and stop feature. Now when you select that feature, you're going to see the different pip amounts, and then you'll see custom. If you select custom, you put in the actual amount of pips that you want to trail, and you just add a 0 because it's in points. So you add a 0 and that will just convert it to the pips. So if it's 15 pips you trailing, you add a 0. If it's 200, you add a 0. So that's 15 pips, 200 is 20 pips, 500 is 50 pips, so on and so forth. And then your trail is set. So let's just talk about what it means, what you're actually telling the system. Now, let's say that you want to do your 20 pips. So this would be your entry right here. This would be your entry. Okay, and then your 20 pips, 23 pips or so is right here. You want to go about 23 just to cover the spread. So at this point, this price point right here, that becomes your stop loss price. That becomes your stop loss price, because now once you put this as your stop loss price, so in other words, you would move your stop loss to that area that represents the 23 pips. Now from that point, from this point back up to your entry, all of that is protected. It's sealed now. So what you're saying is, now as price continues to go down in this case, that's great, right? That's great. If price goes back up and hit your stop loss, it takes you out of the trade, actually risk-free. You didn't lose the pips that you obtained. So in the feature, the trail and stop feature in MetaTrader 4, let's say that you wanted to come to this level right here. And you put maybe 15 pips. So what you're telling the system is, if price moves up 15 pips up to this point, this is about 17 pips. So if price moved up 17 pips, take me out of the trade. And the system will automatically do that. That's what the trail and stop feature does. You can continue to trail it by what? Continuing to move your stop loss. So let's say that you're here now, right? So you want to move your stop loss to this area. So you just capitalize on more pips. So whatever that price is, that becomes the stop loss price. And that's how that works. So from the entry to, say, now this area right here is 31 pips. So now you got 31 pips that's locked in and sealed. And again, if you want to do 15 or 20 pips for your trail, then you would just put that number inside of the feature, the trail and stop feature. You'll put 200 for 20 pips, right? So what you're telling the market is, if price goes up 20 pips, and let's just use what these are. So from here to here, that's only 7 pips. So let's take it down some more, all right? Let's take it to the end of that last candle. Okay, so let's see how many is that. So that is 15 pips. So you have 150 in that box, right? The custom box. And what you're telling the system is that if price goes back up 15 pips, because that's what you put in there, take me out of the trade. And it will take you out. And it will take you out in profit, because from this point, which is your stop loss call price, from this point to your entry is your pips that you've already secured. And that's the benefit of a trail and stop. Now, you can also do this on your phone. If you're mobile or what have you, if it's more easier for you to do it on your phone, you can certainly do it on your phone. Now, you don't have the trailing stop feature, if you will, on the phone. However, all you're doing is moving the stop loss, and you're doing the exact same thing. So you're in your position, you're entered into the position right here. You entered right here. When you get to your 23 pips, you would take that TP. Don't put the TP in there though. You'll take that price where the 23 pips were, and you'll put that in your stop loss. So in essence, you're running the trade because you don't have a TP set. You don't have a TP set. So you're running the trade. When you get to 23, 25 pips, take that price for those 23, 25 pips and put that price inside of your stop loss. Now you've just locked in your pips, and you will continue to trail it. So as price is continuing to move down in this case by every 10 pips or so, then what you can do is move your stop loss down maybe 5 pips, right? So you're just locking in pips as the price is continuing to go in your favor. If price backs up on you and it hits your stop loss, no problem. No problem. It just takes you out of the trade in profit with the amount of pips that you accumulated. And that is how you do a trailing stop. So I hope that helped. Have a great one. Bye-bye.